Hi, 1st of January, Happy New Year, Happy Buzzwordathon. I am in full readathon mode and I'm doing every one of them. So, Buzzwordathon is on my list and it's Books and Lala, we all know that. Sorry, I was just eating chips. It's New Year's Day, I've eaten my weight in all different random foods in my fridge. Right, so Books and Lala, she released a sort of list for each month and the readathon runs from the 1st to the 7th of each month. So, starts today. January is Dream. I have 2 books that I've picked up, so we'll see if I get to both of them. This one is the only book on all of these shelves that has Dream in the title. This is an Irish author. I don't really know much more about it. It's about a woman who, I don't know, she was a travel writer in London and then she hits a crisis and then she heads to write or research about a scandal from the 1850s in Ireland where this landlord got a divorce from his wife on the grounds of her having an affair with one of the servants. So it could be quite pacey and interesting. We'll see. So that's my first book. I've never heard of this author. This must just be one of the ones that captured my attention on the used bookshelves. So there's that. And then this is literally, well, I have many dreams, but one of my dreams, and I collect books on people who have like left the city, bought a farm and, did this self-sufficiency thing. This is about a woman who moved into a 130-year-old homestead in the Adelaide Hills in South Australia. And then she built this amazing garden. And yeah, I would like a nice garden and I would like to, transform my patch of dirt into something amazing. That's my dream. So if I finish this, I'm going to read about this and maybe get inspired in January. So there we go. I don't know what time it is. It's late in the afternoon. I'm home alone, so I'm going to take the opportunity to start this book. So I'll get into it and let you know my thoughts. But anyway, happy Buzzwordathon. We'll talk later when I've read some more. Good morning. Hi, I'm going to talk softly because it's really early. I think there's a 4 in front of it. It's so cool to wake up with a 4 in front of it and it'd be lovely and light. And here I'll show you what I can see out my window. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. Releasing full moon is still up there so I can see it. How nice is that? Yeah. Okay. I left you yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day. I don't know if you picked that up. It was a crazy day. But I went to bed with this book. And I don't have a bookmark in it because I closed it and I said, I'm done. But I woke up this morning realising how crazy yesterday was. So I've decided to maybe give this another shot and see how I go. It's all over the place and I'm trying to kind of work it all out. I read, let's find out where I was actually. Hang on. Okay, so on page like 46, 47 something, I think. Right, it's just so confusing to talk about because it's all over the place. We met Kathleen. Kathleen's 49. She works for a travel writing company, so she goes around a lot. She's lived in this apartment in London for 20 years. Okay, we got it. She's in a bit of a rut. Depression is alluded to, but there's a story about her going to see a psychologist and somebody's behind the screen and she didn't know was there, so she gets the shits and leaves. Okay. She is talking a lot about having missed out and that all she's done is do travel writing and she's not happy with that. So, okay, I think that the point is that she wants passion in her life, but that's kind of really thrown in there. Well, I don't know if that's thrown in there. I think the point of the divorce case that I talked about yesterday
is that there was some passion there. Apparently they were discovered in a barn on straw and she liked that. Having sex, I don't know. She's promiscuous. There's a story of her meeting a man in an airport. Cool, whatever you want to do. No judgment here. But then there's also another story about her moving out of her apartment and the landlord suggesting that she pay him with sex, and she does. But she also leaves a check. So just bizarreness. She wins an award for her travel writing. I'm not sure what that means. That only makes her feel older because it's a Lifetime Achievement Award. So maybe that's in there to show that she's really unhappy. I don't know. She's good at what she does. She should be writing something else. Her work colleague dies, which is really sad for her, but we don't explore that grief very much. We just know she's sad. She wears designer clothes, but she's put on some extra weight so her stomach rolls out of it. She's not happy with that. She's got family issues. Don't know what they are. Just alluded to that she would not visit her family when she goes back to Ireland to pursue this case, the writing about this case. But she calls her sister, who's she's uncool with, but she calls her anyway and has an uncool conversation and hangs up. There's a few instances of kind of how the English treat the Irish in London. A woman flicks a potato at her. There's kind of these, and she has trouble renting her first apartment. There's a story about that. I don't know. So that just happens in the first 40 pages. And I don't really care about her because I don't really know what she's about. I don't really know what she wants. I don't really know how she feels. I just know what she does. Does that make sense? Anyway, the sex with the landlord nearly tipped me over the edge. Then the phone conversation with her sister that was just angry and had no real point. There was a conversation with a person she rented a car from. That was bizarre. Anyway, I hope that show, like, I've done this a lot, haven't I? I'm so confused. Not confused. I just don't know who she is. I've only read 40 pages of a book. I get it. But what's been presented to me is so much stuff. Yet I still don't know what's driving her. And maybe the point is that she doesn't know either. I could take that. But if you're going to give that to me, then don't make me just so scattered. Just give it to me a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read on for as much as I can handle, and that may be the rest of the book. It may just be another 5 pages. Stay tuned to see. Who knows what this is going to do. I need a cup of tea for this, that's for sure. No. We're done. We're done. Oh my God, that book is just too much. Maybe it's too much for my brain. It's all over the place. There's so many different things that I'm being presented with, and it's trying to cling to this one idea of this woman writing about this case, but she just goes off on all of these. I mean, in the pages since I spoke to you, we had her brother dying, we had her letting go of her grief about Jimmy, her co-worker who passed away, we had her musings on what love is and how to find the soul of another person. We had chat about these people that she'd met in this pub and their Irish lives, and then we just spoke about the famine. And seriously, I'd read another 15 pages, 20 pages. I'm just exhausted from that book. It's too much. It's too much, but you might like it. I don't know. The writing was, no, I don't like the writing either. The writing felt to me to be flowery just to show that you can be flowery. But I think that was because there was really, the point of the book was just all over the place. That chick was all over the place. So, we're DNFing. Shame. Big shame. But anyway, so let's pick up the other book I had for this readathon. Where's that? Okay. A Garden on the Hills. This is by Christine McCabe. Okay, so this is about gardening. This is about Christine, who moved from Sydney to the Adelaide Hills. She buys a 130-year-old homestead with a 6-acre garden that's due to appear in some competition thing later in the year. So she sets to work to sort out the garden and continue that tradition. But she doesn't know anything about gardening, so I can relate to Christine. Maybe this book will inspire me, but this is my dream. This book is just joyous. It's a dream. It's made me so incredibly happy to open this up and read about this woman's garden. I could sit here all day, but I now have to meal plan for the week and to get our grocery list together, because Saturdays are market days and grocery days, so let's go do that. But I want to move to the Adelaide Hills and garden all day, and I'm only 2 chapters in. The dream, huh? I guess that's what this Buzzwordathon is about. You can hear the storm. It's lovely rain, and it's been going for a few hours now. How nice is that? Okay, we went away yesterday. Got back today. I've been working. It's like, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I am only here in this book. I have not read any more, maybe 5 more pages. I took it away with me with the intention to read, but Buzzwordathon finishes tomorrow, so I need to get completely stuck into this book, and I'm really excited to do it. I have a little window because Danny's just started a Trivial Pursuit game with the kids. We're having eggs on toast or whatever's around for dinner because I cooked a big lunch. I am clear for a little while, so let's see how I go. Come on, pump up. Buzzwordathon is not going well for me. It's not that I dislike this book at all. It's comforting me and wrapping me up, but it's not something that I can rush through. I can't just punch through a comfort read. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm kind of not happy with punching it out tonight like I immediately thought. I started to frenzy read and then it just didn't sit right at all. So I think in this vlog I'm not going to finish any books, but this has started thoughts churning. I want to do a gardening journal and kind of like a observation journal as well, to kind of record when the rains come, to record when what birds come by what trees, to record when what trees that we already have flower, and when the butterflies come out and that sort of stuff, and have sort of something that I can look at every year and kind of compare. Babe, there's bread in the freezer. So I want to record all these observations, record what I plant, record what worked where, all that sort of stuff as well. I picked this up the other day. It's a 365 journal, just a cheapy one from a cheapy stationery shop. And it's just got numbered pages rather than dated with the year, so that I can kind of record many years within the one journal. So I'm thinking of transforming this into my gardening, nature observation kind of journal for our little house here, and just see what I do over the years. Danny's roaring at the kids, that's why I keep stopping. So yeah, that's what I want to do. But it's been a big day of traveling and all that sort of stuff, and I'm a little buggered, not ready to be creative at the moment. So I think I'm just going to pick up another book, watch some booktube, and then in the morning, let's see how my creative juices are going, and see whether I can transform that journal. That might be the only outcome of this vlog, but it's a nice outcome, hey? Yeah, I think so. Okay. I guess I'll talk to you in the morning. Let's do that. Hi. It's the end of the last day of Buzzword-a-thon, and even though I didn't finish any books, I did start my gardening journal, and I've created something here that I'm really excited to use. Last night I went through a whole pile of these magazines that I have sitting there for ages and collected all these little beautiful bits of illustrations and papers and all sorts of things, and I kind of kept some of the ones, it's hard to see, hang on, I'll take these off. I kept some of the ones that were kind of garden related, which is really exciting. There's ones here with little bugs on them, aren't they nice? So I put them aside, and then I started gluing. I found this gorgeous image to put on my cover. Oh, it's flies. Go away. I don't know how they get in. Our house is screened. Anyway, so yeah, I just started pasting. I've got to do some contacting and things. This is the first time I've ever tried anything like this. But I made the cover. Look at it. It's so fun. I just instantly connected to this image when I saw it. Beautiful colours too, isn't it? So yeah, this is my gardening journal. And then I wanted to cover up the inside, because the inside is this black and white stripe thing. So I wanted to cover up the inside. So I found these gorgeous sort of felt flowers and put it on the inside of the cover. And then I created these little sort of tip-ins to separate, are they tip-ins? Is that what they're called? To kind of to separate into the different seasons, because this it's numbered for the days, it's not actually dated. That was just from the covers of the magazines that I was playing with last night. So I've got these little things now. So that's autumn starts there, winter, spring and summer. So very excited about that. And yeah, and then I kind of wanted to put at the start each year, because my plan with this is that it goes over a number of years. So I just write little snippets each day. If I plant something, if I dig something up, if I have an idea about the garden, if I notice that the trees are flowering outside or that the butterflies are visiting certain plants, that I just make little notes, and then each year I can see what happened last year and the year before. That is my plan with this. So I thought it'd be fun at the start of each year to put in my dream and kind of keep it in the front here of how I want this to progress. And I think as our needs change, or as the climate changes or anything like that, then it'll be interesting to see how that evolves. So I did out a plan, which is absolutely not to scale or in any way, shape or form. It's kind of close to the different buildings and the space that we have. But there's lots of roses on there and lots of herbs, and I want a big hedge, and I want a big veggie garden. So anyway, so yeah, I did that and stuck that in the front and put this beautiful picture there. So as I continue on through this, I'll just keep playing with these beautiful little things that I got from the magazine, and just make it a joy, because the moment I put this cover on and started playing with it in this way, then I just kind of felt really connected to it, like it was my own rather than somebody's book that's making me do something. I don't know, is that psychology weird? I don't know, but once I make it mine, then it feels really personal and like I want to be a part of it. So I need to do the back cover, I need to do the inside, but we'll get to it. Anyway, I've created my gardening journal and I've wanted it for so long, so big step forward. So if no books came out of
Buzzword-a-thon, but a beautiful start of something creative, and hopefully the start of me kind of getting my hands dirty and getting in touch with the cycle of nature, which is really important to me. It's a dream of mine, and that book certainly prompted me to do it. I still have it here. I haven't read any more, but I'm going to sit with it in the mornings. Over here, I'll show you. So over here is where I sit in the mornings, and I just have some recipe books and some things that sort of have daily sort of notes in them and things that bring me comfort, that calm me. And this book is so very calming. So I really want to, you know, start my day reading about the garden and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to sit there. And my gardening journal will sit with me over here with the rest of the journals that I fill in every day. Yeah, I love a good journal. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me through Buzzword-a-thon. It was fun. It's my first one. So even though it wasn't as successful as I would have liked to have been, it was still, it still provoked new ideas. It still started a chain of something. That dog's barking because somebody's just arrived, so I need to go and see them. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you guys in the next Buzzword-a-thon, February. Okay, we'll chat then. Well, we'll chat before then, but we'll chat Buzzword-a-thon then. Hey guys, I gotta go. Someone's here. I'll talk to you later. Bye.